everybody, this is Severia from Nesting Mums. I hope you're okay today. It's beautiful weather so far anyway, sunshine. Today I would like to talk to you about closing the bones. It can be two things, but I will tell you first what I learned on Saturday with Sophie Messager, my colleague who's a doula and also runs workshops all about baby wearing and closing the bones and something else I can't quite remember now, sorry Sophie, and the rebozo, the long scarf that is used in many parts of the world. The rebozo is, the term rebozo is actually a Mexican term which means a long scarf. So yeah, she runs several workshops and I attended her workshop on Saturday all about closing the bones, and her take on it, her version of it is Ecuadorian abdominal massage, which also uses the rebozo as a way of moving the hips and the pelvis back into place after hello, I don't know who that is, but hi. Talking about the abdominal massage called Closing the Bones today. So we use the rebozo to what's called sift, so move in this way the pelvis of the woman who has just had a baby, but also throughout her life. It's a very nurturing, very relaxing massage, which does wonders for your body and your soul. In particular, we use it postnatally to help the body after 9 months of pregnancy and going through birth, to help the body to basically get back into place and into shape, because throughout pregnancy the body changes shape, the pelvis changes shape, widens, and of course the organs also get moved quite a lot to make space for the baby. So the idea is to put things back together with this lovely massage, which has benefits physically but also emotionally and mentally. It is very nurturing for the woman, so in that sense it is for the mental aspect of things. She's being cared for, she's being looked after, and it's something that's really missing in our culture. We used to have it, but it's just completely disappeared over the last decades, centuries. And so we need to turn to the other cultures around the world, like in Ghana or in Mexico or in Ecuador, to find those, or in China indeed, in India, to find those nurturing things that women used to get for the first 4 to 6 weeks after birth. I'm really passionate about this. We absolutely need to put this back into our culture. Women need to rest. They don't need to worry about their body getting back into their old genes. They don't need to worry about being out and about as soon as they've given birth. Yes, it's fantastic. Yes, people are, wow, this is great, and you're already up, but it's really not fantastic either for your body or for your mental state, or for indeed for your baby. Even more importantly, maybe baby needs to be in a quiet environment and needs to sense that you are there for him or her completely, 100% there with your boobs, because he needs feeding, and if you can't breastfeed, then with a bottle, and he needs to sense that you are really there for him or her. You are everything to this little baby when he's born or she's born. So it's really important for baby as well. So in those countries around the world, some women have this massage every single day. Now, wouldn't that be great? Maybe not everybody can afford it. I charge £60 for this massage, which lasts about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So it's not very expensive, but of course every day would become quite expensive. The recommended amount is 6 massages over the 6 weeks, so 1 a week, to really help bring those organs back to where they should be, to really close this, what's called closing the bones, close the pelvic back in shape, to close all the, the hips all those bones around the pelvis back into shape. And it's also in terms of energy, if you consider especially the Chinese practice of acupuncture, which has been around for 5,000 years, in terms of energy, you open after the birth, after pregnancy, everything opens, and during the birth everything opens even more. And so in terms of energy, there is kind of energy leakage through different chakras, different parts of your body, and so it is also a way of closing those parts of the body where your chakras are, so that you are more energetically whole, I guess. So it's a very holistic approach to the postnatal period, and I absolutely love it. I think it's crucial that we bring these practices back into our culture. I'm really, really proud and really happy to be able to do that for my community. So if you'd like to find out more about it, just give me a ring. I haven't put the details on my website yet, but I've told you basically everything that I will write on my website in this video. And if you've just had a baby, get in touch. And even if your baby is like 2 or 3 years old, and mine is 3.5, and I hugely benefited from the massage at the weekend. We practiced on each other. So of course I had one, and my partner in crime had one as well. So we all had a go at practicing it, and we all had a go at receiving it. And then we finished with an actual ceremony called closing the bone ceremony, which uses reboses in at least 5 reboses in 5 different parts of the body. Again, with the idea of closing the head, closing the shoulders, the hips, the knees, and then the ankles and feet, with the idea that it's a very nurturing thing to do, especially because you're encircled by women who have had babies themselves, and so it's a time for you as a new mummy, even if it's your 3rd or 5th child, a new mummy, to be cared for and to really enjoy this time of being looked after and nourished mentally and spiritually, maybe, by these women around you. And I think that's a very, very powerful ceremony, and I have offered this to clients before, and I really like this. But the abdominal massage, I didn't know how to do that, so now I do. So if you want to sample that, so whether you've just had your baby, or whether your babies are already 3 and 5 or 10 and 15, who knows, it's still beneficial. And it's beneficial for any kind of transition in a woman's life. So for example, first menstruation, first heartbreak, maybe after you've broken up with a boyfriend, when you're about to get married, when you've had your baby, your first baby, maybe when you've had a miscarriage, if that happens, going through the menopause, that's another transition in a woman's life. Any kind of big transition like that can be celebrated in a way. It is a ritual, it is a ceremony, it can be a ceremony, it can be as woo-woo as you want, with candles and smudging with sage and bells, and it can be as wild as you want or as low-key as you want. It doesn't have to be very spiritual if that's not your thing, but it can be very nurturing, whatever you believe in, whatever you don't believe in, basically. Okay, so just give me a ring or contact me via my website, www.nestingmums.co.uk, and I'll happily talk you through, if you want to find out more, if you want more information, then do get in touch. Okay.